Honorable Speaker, I want to agree with the Honorable Murugara, and indeed it is true. Besides the person of the Speaker having been accused, unfortunately, in a funeral program of one of our colleagues. Honorable Speaker, if you look at our own standing orders, the standing order quoted 51 talks about withdrawal of motions and how they can be reintroduced in the House. So I was rather astonished, Honorable Speaker, to hear the person who is challenging the Honorable Speaker on the provisions of our standing orders is a former member of Parliament, one-term former member of Parliament, who was in this House for only one term, who has no record whatsoever in the House of anything substantive that he ever brought before this House in terms of a motion or even contributions to a bill. Therefore, he forgot, Honorable Speaker, that these standing orders were authored by none other than yours faithfully, the Honorable Speaker. And I heard him say, oh, Honorable Speaker, you are a lawyer. You should know you are not just a lawyer. You are a senior counsel and an advocate of high repute in this country.
Of 40 years standing.
40 years standing. Yes. You are also a great contributor in the writing of these standing orders, both for this House, when you are a member of the National Assembly, over 30 years ago, when the man was stealing relief food as a DO. You also helped in the authoring of the standing orders in the Senate. Therefore, he has no capacity, and Riggy G has no capacity absolutely to advise the Speaker on the provisions of standing orders. But maybe because he was a one-term member of Parliament who left no impact in this House and was a quarter-term Deputy President, let me read for him so that next time he sees you, he can quote Standing Order 87. And it is 87.1 and 4 that would be relevant. But even 87.1, Honorable Speaker, protects the person of the Speaker or any other person like a president, a head of state of a friendly country, or a public officer who can only be removed from office by resolution of the House. So the Deputy President enjoys this because you cannot remove a Deputy President from office without bringing a substantive motion before the House. The other person other than holders of offices that can only be removed by a resolution of the House who are protected by Standing Order 87 is under 87.4. It protects you as members of Parliament and our colleague senators from being discussed on the floor of the House without a substantive motion being brought. But it does not protect a former member of Parliament, one-term former member of Parliament. It does not protect a former unimpeached Deputy President. And worst of all, it can never protect a tribal bigot. Because what I heard yesterday was just tribal bigotry. Somebody even pretending he can lecture the president and pretending he's the one now to allow the president to speak to the people of Mount Kenya. And I am glad the president aptly answered him by telling him he does not require the permission of anybody to engage with the people of Mount Kenya or indeed the people of Kenya. And I want to agree with the president. The president has developed and built a strong relationship with the people of Mount Kenya and many Kenyans across the board over the years, over a career spanning more than 30 years. Leave alone who was a one-term MP, and now you want to pretend that you'll be the one to allow the president to speak. The president is earning his respect across the country because of the work he's doing. Honorable Wade has just told you that today, for the first time, people in Lamu East can have birth certificates, courtesy of the work that the president is doing. That the people in northern Kenya can now access ID cards and feel as part and parcel of this country, courtesy of the work that the president is doing. Therefore, let me say, Honorable Speaker, because you are unfairly attacked in that funeral. And it's rather sad that the people who are attacking us, including myself, Honorable Speaker, you know you are just mentioned once, together with the Deputy President. I am told I was mentioned, I thought somebody passed me a note that I was mentioned 21 times. I am told it was actually 27 times. But that tells you someone who is living in perpetual fear of the unknown. I heard him, Honorable Speaker, accuse me And I have said it here and I want to repeat it. Riggy Gachagua on the 25th of June organized goons to come and burn my NGCDF office in Kikuyu. On the 26th of June 2025, he organized goons who came and burned our offices, county government offices in Kikuyu. What was left of national government offices, our law courts were burnt down, our county government offices were burnt down. They attempted to come and burn down my own home. That was the day he sent people to attempt to kill my father, who was then 105 years old. May God rest his soul in eternal peace. Then I heard him the other day, Honorable Speaker, saying that, oh, Ichungwah organized goons. Mr. Riggy, I dared ask him, how would I have organized goons to go burn my own house, to go murder my own parents? And you know, he works with reverse psychology, Honorable Speaker. What he was trying to do to you yesterday was to try and incite the crowd to heckle you, just as we were saying, oh, I had organized Ichungwah not to speak at this funeral. Mr. Speaker, I am on record, and I said it on Sunday when I want to condole with the family of the late Honorable Kiaraho. I do not, as a matter of principle, speak politics in funerals, out of respect for the bereaved family and the rested soul. It was very callous of Gachagua, the other bearded character, to go even without paying any regard to the mourning family and those children, Honorable Speaker, of Honorable Kiaraho, including lying, Honorable Speaker. I heard him lie, oh, Honorable Kiaraho never signed my impeachment. Let me remind him, because he's so callous and heartless, that he will scavenge even on the death of our colleagues to do politics. At the time the impeachment motion was being signed, I personally spoke to the Honorable Kiaraho, and he was away in India undergoing treatment, Honorable Speaker. What Honorable Kiaraho was asking is whether he could be allowed to sign and send a scanned signature, and we told him our standing orders do not allow. He even sought to vote remotely. And you remember, Honorable Speaker, we engaged and we said on a matter as serious as an impeachment motion, no member would be allowed to vote remotely. You must be physically present in the House, Honorable Speaker. And when I heard him lie through his teeth, and this is characteristic of the former Deputy President, Mr. Gachagua, he has now claimed, Honorable Speaker, that this Saturday is coming to Kikuyu. And I said it on record here, and I want to repeat it. Kikuyu is part and parcel of Kenya. We welcome everybody to our constituency to engage with the people of Kikuyu. What we oppose is you ferrying goons from Githurai, from Kayole, to come and loot businesses in Kikuyu town. That we will make sure that the police protect the businesses of the people of Kikuyu. Otherwise, if all you want to come is come and mention Kimani Ichungwah another 100 times, welcome. You will come, insult me, then leave. But that will not change anything with the people of Kikuyu, Honorable Speaker.
Time up.
Just like yesterday, Honorable Speaker, you know the goons who had been mobilized from Kiamaina in Nyahururu, some from Kayole and Githurai, left in buses. Honorable Faith was telling me some were being paid around Pembroke House. Honorable Speaker, let me say, you have a duty to protect the dignity of this House, and we also have a duty as a House to protect the person of the Speaker of the House. Because it is on record, Honorable Speaker, you have never allowed any substantive motion, neither allowed the discussion of a person who is protected by these standing orders, because they are very clear. So may he be informed, Honorable Speaker, and keep his goons away from you.
Yes, Wamshomba.